we're introducing a new concept today called rhythm. I can't wait to get started. Welcome to Rhythm. If you get your Sofa book out, you can actually check off that you have done lesson 1, lesson 2, and lesson 3. Today, we're going to talk about rhythm. And in your resource book, lesson 2 and lesson 3 are originally for the younger students, 2 different lessons to really help understand that so-me can be both space to space, melodic intervals, or they can be line to line. Here we go, a line to line. So and me can be space notes or they can be line notes. Today, we're talking about rhythm. Rhythm is the time in music. Intervals, so and me, are what we call the melody or the pitch in music. If you think of an instrument like a drum set can play music, but it's not going to be pitched. It's going to be unpitched. It's just going to have sounds, long sounds and short sounds, fast sounds and slow sounds, but it's not going to be able to play a song. Rhythm is that time in music where long sounds or short sounds happen. They can either be unpitched, like a drum, or they could be pitched, like our singing or a melodic instrument like piano or flute. These are 2 different parts of music. Music can have the melody, music can have the rhythm. And we're talking about rhythm today. And I'd like to share the screen with you and some different slides that will illustrate how sound happens in music. You see here, there's 4 boxes with some hearts. I like to start with my students in understanding rhythm. That rhythm is like the heartbeat, okay? It's going to have a steady tempo. If you can hear, I'm tapping a steady beat. Why don't you go ahead and do that? I know you're an older beginner. If you already understand rhythm because of music lessons, you might just want to watch and you can skip maybe to the next lesson. But if you're not familiar with rhythm, go ahead and do this with me. And we're keeping a steady beat. This is like the tempo. This is a steady beat. And if I am going to clap these rhythms, it would sound like this. I'm going to use a syllable. Ta, 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 ta. You noticed that each of my claps was at the same speed as I had been establishing my tempo. Would you clap 4 times and say ta? Ready? Here we go. Ta, 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 ta. These are called quarter notes. Quarter notes, we will say ta. On this slide, I'm showing you that a quarter note that is traditionally written with a note head and a stem. In our Sofa program, we're going to simplify it and we're just going to have a straight line. When you see this straight line, you say ta. Let's try it together. Ready? Go. Ta, 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 ta. We also have a rest. In traditional notation, a rest is this squiggly line right here. In our Sofa notation, we are using a simplified version. It just looks like a Z. Now, a rest still gets a beat. We have been clapping a ta, a quarter note. A quarter note gets 1 beat to the tempo. A rest also gets 1 beat, but the difference between a note and a note has a sound. A rest has no sound. So when we clap this example, ta, 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 I want you to touch your lips to help you feel the beat of rest. We can add our so and me to this concept of rhythm. If this is my steady beat, I'm going to use my hands and show you how I can sing along with each beat. Now I'm going to keep this as my steady beat that you're listening to. When I get to the rest, you'll notice that I'll put my finger up to my lips, but I will not sing. So, so, me. So, me, so, me. Will you try this with me? 1, 2, here we sing. Great job. Okay, now I'm going to go through and I'm just going to count off a rhythm for you, a tempo for you, and I would like you to clap and say ta on the quarter notes, tap your lips for the rest. 1, 2, here we go. Ta, ta. Great job. Now I'd like you to look at the next one. Can you use your solfege and sing so and me at the right times? 1, 2, here we go. So, me. Great. I messed up with my keeping your beat and trying to help do my hand signs. Let's try this one more time. I'm going to keep the beat here. And I'm going to use my hand here to do the sol and me hand signs and the rest. Let's try to do it together. 1, 2, here we go. So, me. All right, great. Now, on the website, on the Solfa Sofa website, there is a resource for you to print off and create your own. Now, 6 and 7-year-olds that are doing this in the other videos, this is simplified. If you have a great understanding of how ta and rest work together, you can create your own, and it doesn't have to be 4 beats. You can maybe write 16 different blocks and write in tas or rests. Let me see here if I can actually do that too. Ta, rest, ta, ta. I'm writing my own. You could make, whoops, I'm going to undo that. You could make your own as long as you want. And you can clap it, or you could maybe play it on a drum. Maybe you've got something at home that can be a pretend drum, tip over a pot, pat a book, anything that can make a rhythm, because we talked about rhythm is the time. Rhythm is how long or short, how fast or slow some of these notes go. Now, because you are an older beginner, I'm actually going to jump over to the original lesson 6, and I'm going to introduce a concept to you with 8th notes. Quarter notes are our ta. Quarter rests are our rest, and they each last 1 beat. If this is our tempo, if this is our steady beat, quarter notes ta, 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 ta. I'm going to teach you something new, and that is called TT. These are 8th notes. If you look at this chart, you can see how ta is 1 beat, and it's just a line down. Rest is like a Z, and TT are these 2 lines connected at the top with a beam. Now, a TT is twice as fast as a ta. We call these 8th notes. If this is the steady beat, T, 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 T. There are 2 sounds in 1 beat. T, 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 T. I am going to write out a pattern here. Because you already understand ta and rest, I'm going to add a TT here on the last line. Now I'm going to go first. I'm going to clap this rhythm starting here on line 1. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go all the way through this box and clap and say the counts. Here I go. Ta, ta, ta. Ta, ta, ta. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Now I'm going to use my pointer and say it. I would like you to clap and say ta, rest, or TT. 1, 2, here we go. Ta, ta, ta. Ta, ta, ta. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Did you notice how your teeth, how you're saying it, had to go faster when you had that TT? All right, let's move over to this mouse. Can you, whoops. Okay, let's try this pattern. 1, 2, here we go. Ta, 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 ti, ti, ta. Now what's really fun is that you can create your own ta and TT pattern, and you can clap it. You can also try writing out the so and me patterns. If you look at lesson 4 on your packet, practice writing S or M with each ta. You can also do that, writing S or M with each ta or TT over here after lesson 6. And the instructions say, or use la. In our next lesson, I'm going to add a new note to our tone set. We're going to practice our so, me, and next time we're going to add la. So make sure you practice your rhythms. Make sure you practice your so and me like we've done. And before we go, I'm going to show you some more rhythm flashcards. These are great to do at home. Have a parent hold them, and you can, all right, you can practice with these flashcards. Print off the rhythm flashcards and clap and say ta, TT, or rest when you see that. And keep a steady beat. Let's try it together. 1, 2, here we go. Ta, ta, TT, ta. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, ta, ta. 1, 2, ready, go. Ti, ti, ta, ta, ti, ti. 1, 2, ready, go. Ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, ti, 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 ta. 1, 2, ready, go. Ti, ti, ta, ta. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, ti, ti, ta. 1, 2, ready, go. Ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta. Great work. Practice these at home. Print off your flashcards. Practice counting your rhythms with lesson 4 and lesson 6 in your book. And meet me back here for our next lesson, adding law into our sol fa tone set. See you next time.